welcome, welcome, welcome. So I'm gonna, as we've done previously for the last few weeks, I'm gonna sit and talk to you guys for a little bit, and you guys are gonna make your way to a reclined butterfly position, so Supta Baddha Konasana. So that is coming to your backs, bringing the soles of the feet to touch and letting your knees hang out wide. Anybody who is watching this video online, you may want some props, such as a chair, 1 or 2 blocks, a strap, and then possibly a blanket. Welcome, welcome. And so as you're making your way to your reclined butterfly position, and propping up anywhere that feels good, so perhaps you have your blocks under your knees, perhaps you have a blanket to rest your head or neck on. Close your eyes down once you get there. And gently tuck your tailbone forward and up towards your belly button, and then draw your chin down toward your chest. And your palms can be resting on the earth, or even the tops of the hands on the earth with palms up towards the sky, or if you would like to come into deeper connection with your body, feel free to rest your hands somewhere on your body. And once you've gotten all of these fidgets out, begin to tune in to the rhythms of your natural breath pattern. And so feeling your inhales expand out through your belly, side bodies, and your chest. And then with your exhales, allowing those areas to travel back towards your back body. And so coming into the present moment, coming into the here and the now. So leaving all of the previous events of the morning in the background and doing the same with the upcoming events of the day. So that only leaves right here and right now, right where right in this very moment, the only place that life actually exists. And as you're coming into this lovely present moment, notice what you're showing up to your practice with this morning. So notice what you have going on physically and energetically. And simply notice. So no judgments, just observe. Just observe what you're coming to your practice with. And so we are continuing with our peak pose themed practices. So that is a practice that is all about one specific posture. And we go through a series of poses as we begin and leading up to the peak pose that will warm us up to be able to get better into the posture. I've kind of been going back and forth with standing and seated themes. So last week we were standing and coming into our lovely dancer pose, Natarasana. And this week we are coming into another seated posture, Janu Sirsasana, or head to knee pose. And so this posture is a foundational seated yoga asana that combines a hamstring stretch with a hip opener. So some of the benefits is excellent for increasing flexibility, calming the mind, and relieving lower back pain. And so we'll simply come to a seated position. We'll have one leg extended long, and then the other sole of the foot will be pressed on the inside of that extended leg. So that knee will be bent and out to the side, and then we'll simply drape our torso over our straightened leg. And so some history of this posture. It's a 20th century creation of modern postural yoga. So while its physical roots stem from the ancient seated lock called Mahamudra, the specific asana as we know it today was developed and popularized by Tirumala Krishnamacharya in the 1930s. So this posture is modern but ancient. And so the name derives from Sanskrit roots. Janu means knee, Sirsa means head, and asana means pose or posture. So traditional foundational yoga texts do not explicitly detail Janu Sirsasana. However, it is widely believed to be a modern evolution derived from ancient practices like Mahamudra or Great Gesture, which involves a similar seated single leg extension and forward fold. So the 1930s modernization, the pose was first officially codified and introduced to the public in 1934 by T. Krishnamacharya in his seminal text, Yoga Makaranda. So Krishnamacharya, often referred to as the father of modern yoga, used it to build hamstring flexibility and facilitate external hip rotation. So these wonderful hip and hamstring opening postures, I think, are very pivotal and foundational in helping us get more deeply into those areas and opening up more through those areas, which I don't know about you guys, but in my body are always very tight and stiff. And so in your reclined position, your reclined butterfly position, or perhaps you've straightened your legs out now if you're tired of being in your butterfly pose. If you have not done so already, let one palm rest on your belly and the other palm rest on your heart space. So if you have your palms resting elsewhere on your body, bring your palms, each one, to those areas of your body. Take a deep breath in. Feel the rise of your palms as you expand through your belly and chest. And then exhale to release, letting your navel draw back toward your spine. Do that 2 more times. Inhale, feeling the rise of your belly and chest under your palms. And then exhale, release. Navel draws towards the spine. Take a deep, expansive inhale. Perhaps you begin the inhale at the bottom of the belly and then let the top of the inhale land at the top of the chest. And then exhale to release, navel to spine. Releasing your palms, bringing them to the outsides of your knees or outsides of your thighs, and then gently press your thighs and knees towards each other. Take a deep breath in, bring your arms into a T shape, and then as you exhale, come into some organic movements here. So perhaps you windshield wiper your knees, let your head and chest move side to side. So taking any movements that might feel good and exploring. So instead of being rigid about these movements, perhaps you just simply move and wiggle around and explore what might feel good to you. So it's not what you look like here, it's absolutely what you're feeling like. Fullest, deepest inhale to expand. And exhale, navel to spine. Take another deep breath in through the nose here. And exhale. Fullest, deepest inhale. We're coming back to center and back to stillness. And then exhale to straighten the left leg down and keep the right leg bent. Right sole of the foot is on the earth. So you're going to have your strap close by. So the strap is always optional for what we're going to do today. You do not have to use it, but I recommend having it there in case you'd like to. Bringing the palms of the hands down by the earth, retuck your tailbone up towards your belly button and redraw your chin in towards your chest. Just keeping a gentle flex in the left foot here. So the left knee is soft, but the back of the left knee is pressed down towards the earth. Next inhale, you're going to draw that right knee in towards the chest. Exhale, straighten the right foot up towards the sky. And perhaps you grab a hold of the right big toe with your peace fingers and your thumb, or perhaps you use your strap and wrap it around your foot. And so you can do either or here. Take a deep breath in through the nose, having a hold of your strap if you're using it. And then exhale, reclined hand to big toe pose. So you're going to let that leg fall out to the side. So they call it hand to big toe because you're wrapping your fingers around your big toe. But of course, using the strap gives you more space to get that leg down lower. Beautiful, ladies. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Sending your breath wherever is necessary. Exhale, perhaps you lower that leg down even further towards the earth. Perhaps you do not. Fullest, deepest inhale here. And exhale. Take another deep breath in through the nose. Then as you exhale, bend the right knee, draw it back in towards your chest. And if you're using the strap, remove it and lay it off to the side. So you might want to lay it on the left side because we're going to do all of this on the other side. Fullest, deepest inhale, drawing that right knee in towards the right shoulder. Perhaps you clasp all 10 fingers around the knee. And then exhale, we're going to come into a reclined spinal twist. So you're going to draw that right knee over towards the left and come to lay on your left hip, keeping the left leg straight underneath of you. And so I'm resting the palm of my left hand on the outside of the right knee, and then I'm going to extend my right fingertips out towards the right. So our reclined spinal twist. Take a deep breath in through the nose right here, and then breath out. We're going to bring our gaze over towards our right fingers, if that feels okay in your body. And if the right knee floating is too much for you, you can always let your block rest under your right knee. Fullest, deepest inhale to expand. Exhale. See if you can pin both shoulders and especially the right shoulder down into the earth. Take a deep breath in through the nose. And exhale. Fullest, deepest inhale here. And exhale. Next inhale, we're going to start by drawing that right hand in towards our body. Release the right knee with the left hand. And then exhale, make your way back through center, keeping that right knee bent and up towards the right shoulder. Take a deep breath in. Breath out, you're going to bend the left knee and bring it behind the right one. So Supta Gomukhasana, which is our reclined cow face pose. So you've got the right knee over top of the left one, and your feet are simply hanging out to the sides. Take a deep breath in through the nose, breath out. See if you can place both hands on both shins and draw your knees in closer to your body. So you should feel a really awesome glute opener here, potentially, especially on the right side. Chin in towards the chest, shoulders are soft, down towards the earth. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Breath out, draw your face toward your knees toward your face. So feel free to not go that far. You can absolutely just keep your head down on the earth if this is too much for you. Wherever you are on the pose, take a deep breath in through the nose and breath out to unwind and release. Soles of the feet are on the earth. Knees to touch, feet as wide as your mat, and let your hands extend out nice and long. Fullest, deepest inhale here. Tailbone is tucked up and chin is down towards the chest. And then exhale, come into some windshield wipers just to loosen up anything that may have built up here. And perhaps you let your head fall side to side, continuing to breathe deep. Take one more breath in through the nose, and then breath out. We come back to center, back to stillness. We're going to do all of that on the other side. So keeping your arms in the T shape, you're going to straighten that right leg down towards the earth and maintaining the press of the back of that knee, but also keeping that knee soft. So you don't want to lock the knee out, and maintaining a soft flex into those right toes. Next, inhale, you're going to draw the left knee up towards the heart, and then exhale, straighten the left foot up towards the sky. So we're coming into that reclined hand to big toe pose. So perhaps you use your fingers around your toe, or perhaps you grab a hold of your strap. If you have a loop in your strap, you can always place the foot in the loop and having that left hand drawn down towards the strap, or once again gripping that left big toe with the fingers. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Press that left foot up towards the sky. Breath out. We're going to let the left foot fall out to the side. And so only going as far as you can. You want to see if you can keep both sits bones resting on the earth here. So we have a tendency for that right hip wants to extend up off of the earth. See if you can keep it pressed down while extending that left foot further down towards the earth. Take a deep breath in. You should feel a nice deep inner groin opening here. And then exhale. Perhaps your left foot comes down closer to the earth. Perhaps it does not. Fullest, deepest inhale here. And exhale. Notice the difference in sides. Take a deep breath in. And breath out. We're going to bend that left knee, draw it in towards the chest. We're moving the strap off to the side for now. So we may use that guy later. We shall see how it goes in our own beautiful bodies. Take a deep breath in to press that left knee in towards the chest. Perhaps you clasp all 10 fingers around it. And then exhale, release the left hand. Perhaps the palm of the right hand comes to the outside of the left knee. And make your way to your reclined spinal twist on the left side. So left knee is drawn, bent and drawn over to the right. Right leg is straightened out from underneath of you. Left fingertips are extended out to the left. Take a deep breath in, reach through those left fingertips. And then breath out, pressing both shoulders, but especially the left one down into the earth. Bring your gaze over toward your left hand. Fullest, deepest inhale here. Exhale to stay. You can always prop a block under that left knee if the floating is too much for you. Take a deep breath in. And breath out. Fullest, deepest inhale. And exhale. Take one more breath in through the nose right here. Breath out. We're going to come back through center. And left knee is drawn in through two towards the chest as you take a deep breath in. Breath out. Bend the right knee and draw it behind the left one, letting your feet hang out to the sides. So our Supta Gomukhasana on the left side here, reclined cow face pose. Beautiful ladies, take a deep breath in through the nose. Breath out, perhaps you rest both palms on corresponding legs, so the shins or the calves. Perhaps you keep your arms in the T shape. So where we began in the posture might be enough for you, and that's okay. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Breath out. We're going to draw our knees towards our face, face towards our knees. Fullest, deepest inhale here. And once again, you do not have to go this extra amount. But if you do, that's great. Exhale to release and unwind. And we're going to come into those windshield wipers once again. So feet as wide as your mat, knees touch together. And let your knees fall from side to side. And maybe you even shake your head, yes and no. Wherever you are in this movement, breathing deep. Coming back to center, back to stillness. Take a breath in. And then breath out. We're going to make our way onto our side. Doesn't matter which one. Coming into a fetal position for just a breath. Fullest, deepest inhale here. And then exhale, making your way up through a seated position. And we're going to meet in a tabletop position, or tabletop pose. And once you get in to your tabletop position, pressing into the four corners of the palms, grip the mat with the finger pads. Tops of the shoulders down and away from the ears. Shoulders are over wrists and hips are over knees. Take a deep breath in through the nose right here. And then breath out. We're going to bring our hips down to our heels and walk your fingertips towards the top short edge of your mat. Or your Balasana child's pose. Fullest, deepest inhale here. Exhale, navel to spine. Take a deep breath in through the nose. And exhale, see if you can press your hips down even further if they're floating. Fullest, deepest inhale. And then exhale, we're going to walk our palms over towards the left long edge of our mat, or even off of the mat. So getting into a nice little side body stretch here. Take a deep breath in, send your breath into your right side body. And exhale, navel to spine. Fullest, deepest inhale. And exhale. Take another deep breath into the nose. And exhale, we walk our hands back to center. Inhale, reach your fingertips long. Exhale, press your hips down towards your heels. Fullest, deepest inhale. And exhale, we walk our palms over towards the right long edge of the mat. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. Fullest, deepest inhale. And exhale. Take one more breath into the nose. Really send your breath into your left side body. And then exhale, we walk our palms back to center. Inhale, gaze goes up in between our hands towards the top short edge of the mat. Exhale, we're going to curl toes, hinge hips. Gently draw your palms just a little bit back towards you as we meet in our lovely Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. So a firm press of the four corners of the palms, grip the mat with the finger pads. Take a deep breath in, breath out. Perhaps you walk your dog. So perhaps you pedal your knees, pedal your feet, bend your knees, shake your head, yes and no. Let your torso sway from side to side. Take a deep breath in and a breath out. Take another breath in through the nose and then breath out, really drawing your navel towards your spine. Fullest, deepest inhale. And exhale, we release, coming back to center, back to stillness. So walk your feet one step toward your hands and walk your hands one step toward your feet. So you're basically shortening the stance of your downward facing dog. we're going to come into what I like to call down dog twists. Take a deep breath in, press the earth away, draw the tops of the shoulders down and away from the ears. And then on your breath out, you're going to release your right palm and let it travel towards your left leg and twist your heart open to the left. So the lower down you come with your hand, the more easily accessible. Or no, wait, actually, the higher up your hand is, the more easily accessible this is. So just be mindful of that in your own beautiful body. Take a deep breath in through the nose, press into that left palm, and then exhale to stay. Fullest, deepest inhale, and exhale. Take one more breath in through the nose right here, and then exhale, we're going to release and come back to center. So keeping the short stance of our dog, that really helps us to be able to twist better and reach a little bit better with our hands. And you can shorten the stance even more if you'd like. Take a deep breath in, press the earth away, tops of the shoulders down and away from the ears. And then exhale, we're going to down dog twist to the other direction. So releasing that left hand somewhere on the right leg, and remembering the higher up that hand is, the easier this is to access. So being mindful of that. Fullest, deepest inhale, press the earth away through that right palm. Exhale, twisting your torso a little more towards the right. Take a deep breath in through the nose. And exhale, relax your shoulders. Let the crown of the head hang down towards the earth. Fullest, deepest inhale here. And exhale, we release, coming back to that downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. Gaze rises up towards the top of the mat. Tops of the shoulders down and away from the ears. And then exhale, we walk our feet all the way up to our hands. So we've made it to the top of the mat. Big toes touch or feet are hip distance. Take a deep breath in, float your fingertips up behind you. Ardha Uttanasana, flat back, keeping a soft bend in the knees. And then exhale, drape your torso over your thighs. Uttanasana, forward fold. And so perhaps you bring opposite hands to opposite elbows. Let your torso sway from side to side. Shake your head, yes and no. Take a deep breath in through the nose right here. And exhale. Fullest, deepest inhale, allowing the weight of your upper body to really drape down towards the earth. And exhale, navel to spine. Take one more breath in through the nose. And exhale to come back to center, back to stillness. Next inhale, press down through the four corners of the feet and rise up, reverse swan dive. Palms touch up top, tuck the tailbone up, shoulders are relaxed. And then exhale, press palms, land at heart center, Samastiti. So we made it to standing. Sun salutations. This week's version. Inhale, press palms, rise up towards the sky. And then exhale, we swan dive down, leading with our heart, nose towards knees to fold. Inhale, hands on the shins. We rise up to a flat back, shoulders down the back. Exhale, plant your fingertips, step your right toes back, dropping your right knee down to a pad or the earth. Left knee is stacked over left ankle. Right toes can be curled or not. Next, inhale, we float the fingertips forward and up. Stack the torso over the hips, scissor your inner thighs towards each other. And then exhale, hips sink down low towards the earth. Take a deep breath in, reach your fingertips high. Breath out, we float the fingertips forward and down. Let the fingertips rest on two blocks if you have them, or the earth, and float your hips back towards your back heel. So Ardha Hanuman, half splits pose. See if you can keep your hips squared or level here. Take a deep breath in through the nose. And then breath out. We rock forward onto that left foot once again. Fullest, deepest inhale to straighten the back leg. Tops of the shoulders down and away from the ears. And then exhale, we plant our palms, make our way to our plank pose. So stepping both sets of big toes behind and pressing into the palms. And yes, you can always lower your knees down because that's where we're going. Fullest, deepest inhale, press the earth away. And then exhale, lower knees, chest and chin down to the earth. Inhale, press into the earth, peel your heart up, Bhujangasana, cobra pose. And then exhale, curl toes, hinge hips, downward facing dog. Next, inhale, we float the right toes up to the sky behind us. See if you can keep your shoulders and hips level here, and you can always drop that bottom knee down to the earth if you need to. And then exhale, we're going to stack our hips by bending our right knee and let the right foot fall off to the left side. So checking in with your shoulders that they are squared and level. Take a deep breath in through the nose, and then breath out. We're going to draw 3 circles. So drawing your knee in towards your chest. And then inhale, draw a circle out and around. Exhale, knee in towards center. Last one, inhale, circle out and around. Exhale, knee in towards center. Inhale, float your shoulders over your wrists here. And then exhale, step your right foot in between your hands. Take a deep breath in through the nose, shoulders down your back. Maybe you even get light in your fingers here. Nice work. Exhale, we're going to turn and face the long edge of the mat and straighten both legs. So we're in a prasarita pose stance here. Inhale, rise up to a flat back. And then exhale, crown of the head comes down towards the earth. Next, inhale, we rise up to a flat back once again. Exhale, we're going to make our way back through a low runner's lunge position and step that left foot off to the left long edge of the mat just a little bit. So like we're standing on railroad tracks. Inhale, float the fingertips forward and up, high lunge position. Exhale, scissor the inner thighs towards each other and sink the hips down low. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Breath out, we're going to float our palms down towards our hips, and we're going to step to a Tadasana position. So this is where our strap and our chair may come in. So we're going to do our hand to big toe pose standing. And for me, in order to do this without falling on my face, I need a chair. So you may want to use your strap, you may not. Once you have your chair on the left side, because we're going to start by raising the right foot, and you're in your Tadasana mountain pose, we start with our palms hanging down by the hips. Tuck your tailbone forward and up. Let your shoulders soften down your back. Next, inhale, we're going to put all of our weight into our left foot. Keep a soft bend in that left knee and bend the right knee and draw it up towards the right shoulder. And remember, your chair is always there for you. And then as you exhale, you're going to grab a hold of that big toe with your fingers or use your strap, and you're going to extend your leg forward and out. So I've got my toe or my fingers around my big toe. And I'm also going to demonstrate it with the strap. So I have a hole, I have a loop in my strap here. You do not have to have a loop. You can always wrap the strap around your foot. But this gives you a little more leverage to maybe straighten that leg a little more. You ladies look gorgeous. Take a deep breath in wherever you are in the posture, and then breath out if you dare. Extend that right foot out to the side, so out to the right. Beautiful work, ladies. Fullest, deepest inhale. And then exhale, we release, unwind the strap, and make our way back to our Tadasana mountain pose. And then perhaps you move the chair off to the other side for the next go around in this little standing balancing adventure. All right. Big toes touch or feet are hip distance. Let your shoulders shrug down your back. Tuck your tailbone forward and up. We're going to do all of that on the other side. So next inhale, we circle the arms out and up. Reach the fingertips up high. This time as you exhale, keep a soft bend in the knees and paint your wall in front of you with your fingertips. So letting your fingertips fall slowly forward and down as you hinge at the hips. Inhale, we rise up to a flat back. Shoulders are down the back. And then exhale, plant your fingertips and step your left toes back, dropping your left knee down to a pad or the earth, letting your right knee stack over your right ankle. Beautiful. Inhale, we float our fingertips forward and up, stack the torso over the hips, scissor your inner thighs towards each other. So remembering every time we scissor our inner thighs, that in itself is a nice hip opener. And then exhale from there, we're going to sink our hips down towards the earth. Inhale, reach your fingertips high. Really keep the stack of the torso directly over the hips. And then exhale, circle the arms down and around. Fingertips frame the front foot. Take a deep breath in through the nose, breath out. We're going to back that left hip up towards the left heel. If you have two blocks, if you don't, it's fine. But if you have two blocks, you can always have them under your hands. I only have one block today, so we're going to stick with that. Actually, I have two, but anyway. Take a deep breath in through the nose, breathe out through the crown of the head. And then exhale, rock back forward onto that right foot. Next breath in, we're going to straighten the back leg, tops of the shoulders, down and away from the ears. Maybe you get light in your fingers. Look at you guys. Beautiful. Exhale, plant your palms, make your way to your plank pose. So shoulders are over wrists, and your feet are straightened out behind you, or your knees are on the earth. Fullest, deepest inhale, press the earth away. This is excellent for your core. And then exhale, lower knees, chest and chin down to the earth. Inhale, release the entire front side of your body. Peel your heart up, Bhujangasana, cobra pose. And then exhale, curl toes, hinge hips, downward, facing dog. Next inhale, we're going to float the left toes up to the sky behind us. So we want to see if we can keep our shoulders level. And you can always drop that right knee down to the earth. Exhale, we're going to stack our hips. So let that left foot fall off to the right. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Breath out, let's draw 3 circles. So drawing the left knee in towards center. And then inhale, out and around. Exhale, back towards center. Inhale, we draw the left knee out and around. Exhale, back towards center. Inhale, float your shoulders over your wrists from here. And then exhale, low runner's lunge. So our left foot is in between our hands. Take a deep breath in through the nose. And then breath out, we straighten both legs and make our way to our Prasarita pose towards the long edge of the mat. Keeping the knees soft and the shoulders relaxed. Inhale, rise up to a flat back. And then exhale, let the crown of the head float down towards the earth. Take a deep breath in through the nose and exhale. Fullest, deepest inhale, sending your breath into your hips and your hamstrings. It's our area of opening today. Exhale to release. Inhale, we rise up to a flat back. And then exhale, we make our way to a low runner's lunge towards the top of our mat. So that's left foot in front. Fullest, deepest inhale here. And exhale. Take another deep breath in through the nose, circle the arms out and up. So we're in a high lunge position. So you're going to want to step that right foot off to the right. Forgot to mention that when we were in low runner's lunge. And then exhale, sink your hips down low, scissoring your inner thighs towards each other, stacking the torso over the hips. Take a deep breath in, reach high through the fingertips. Breath out, we float our palms down towards our hips. Take a full breath in right here, and then breath out. We step to our Tadasana, mountain pose. So our hand to big toe pose on the other side. So we've got our trusty chair here. I like to call it my babysitter. And having a hold of your strap, if you are going to go that route in this posture, I find for me that my arms are definitely shorter than my legs, as probably most humans are. So having the strap really helps me to be able to extend better in that straightened leg. Next inhale, we got a soft bend in that right knee, and we're pressing down through the four corners of the feet, spread out through the toes, drawing that left knee up towards the heart. And then exhale, we either grab a hold of that big toe with our fingers, rest our right hand on our chair if we need to, and straighten that left leg out, or we utilize our friend, the strap. So that definitely helps, maybe. That definitely helps to be able to extend it out. And it makes the posture more sturdy if you're wobbly. So checking in where you are, see if you can keep your hips level and squared. Continue that scissor of the inner thighs towards each other. Keep your shoulders relaxed and your spine long. You guys are beautiful. Take a deep breath in and then breath out. See if you can extend that left foot out to the side. So I can't go real far, or I can't go all the way, but that's okay because I'm still feeling sensation. Beautiful ladies, fullest, deepest inhale here. Exhale, perhaps you send that left foot out further. Perhaps you do not. Take a deep breath in through the nose. And exhale, fullest, deepest inhale. And then exhale, we release and unwind and set our lovely strap down and off to the side. So we may use the strap later and we may not, or in a few minutes, I should say. And so moving all of our stuff out of the way. Press firmly into the four corners of the feet, spread out through the toes, tuck the tailbone forward and up. Inhale, we circle the arms out and up. Reach the fingertips up high. Tailbone goes up or gets tucked up. Exhale, swan dive down. Lead with your heart. Making your way to a forward fold position. Inhale, rising up to a flat back. Hands on the shins. Exhale, we're going to plant our fingertips and we're going to heel toe our right foot in towards center and step your left foot back and catty cornering your left foot. So your left heel faces the right back corner of the mat and left toes face the top corner of the mat. So having a block close by, we're going to come into a couple of variations of triangle pose. So just a little more hip opening before we come to our star pose. Inhale to float the left fingertips up to the left. Heart peels open. Exhale to stay. Take a deep breath in. See if you can press the tailbone forward. Reach the left fingertips higher. And exhale. Fullest, deepest inhale. Exhale, we're going to switch hands. So we're going to let that left hand fall forward and down. Perhaps you bring the block on the other side of the right foot. And then inhale, revolved triangle pose. Exhale to stay. Take a deep breath in. Reach the right fingertips higher. And exhale. This is Parvrita Trikonasana in Sanskrit. Take a deep breath in. Reach the right fingertips higher. And exhale. Float all 10 fingertips down towards the earth. Heel toe your right foot out to the right. Take a deep breath in. Breath out. Left big toe meets the right. And nose towards knees to fold. 3 breaths right here. Fullest, deepest inhale. And exhale. Perhaps you bring opposite hands to opposite elbows and sway. Take a deep breath in. And breath out. Fullest, deepest inhale. Send your breath into all of those areas where you're feeling sensation. And then exhale to stay. Next inhale, we're going to rise up to a flat back once again. Exhale, we're going to plant our fingertips, heel to the left foot in towards center. We're going to do all of that on the other side with our Trikonasana flow. And then exhale, we're stepping the right foot back towards the back of the mat, but not super far enough as you will find in your own body works in this position. And your right heel is facing the left back corner of the mat, and the right toes are facing the right front corner of the mat. Inhale, we've got our left hand on our block and we're peeling our heart open towards the right fingertips up towards the sky. And then exhale to stay. Inhale, see if you can peel the right fingertips up higher, tuck the tailbone forward. So this is an excellent hip and hamstring opening posture. You guys look gorgeous. Exhale to stay. Inhale, see if you can rise the right fingertips, maybe even a little higher. Maybe your gaze goes up, shoulders are down the back. And then exhale, Parvrita Trikonasana, revolved triangle pose. So letting that block come on the other side of the left foot. And then inhale, peel your heart and left fingertips open to the left. And sometimes you got to play around with the posture to really get the most out of it for your body safely. Exhale to stay. Inhale, left fingertips go higher. Beautiful work, ladies. And exhale, fullest, deepest inhale. Reach those left fingertips higher. And then exhale to raise the right heel, bend into that left knee, low runner's lunge. Take a deep breath in. Breath out, let the right knee come to the earth, the left knee meets it. And we're coming back to our lovely child's pose. So exploring whether you need to keep your knees wide or keep your knees close together. With my knee sensitivity, it depends on the day. Today is an exceptionally good day, so I can kind of do either or. Take a deep breath in to expand. Send your breath into your hips. And exhale. Fullest, deepest inhale. And exhale. Perhaps your hips press down further towards your feet. Take a deep breath in. From there, reach your fingertips towards the top, short edge of your mat. And then exhale to draw your chin in toward your chest. Make your way up through a tabletop position. And we're going to meet in a wide-legged seated position. So we are making our way towards the star of the show, our Janu Sirsasana. And we've got a couple. We're going to do an extended variation today as well. We're at least going to try the extended variation. Having your strap close by, just in case, if you would like. And the flesh of your bum, you're walking that out from underneath of your sits bones, bringing your legs as wide as they'll go. And if that's not super wide, that is totally okay. Take a deep breath in. We're growing long in the spine. We're resting our hands on our legs. And then breath out, we're going to simply twist to the right. So bring your right fingertips behind you and your left palm on the outside of your right leg. Fullest, deepest inhale here, growing long in the spine. And then exhale, bring your right ear towards your right shoulder. Take a deep breath in here. And exhale, keeping your shoulders soft and down your back and your torso stacked over your hips. Fullest, deepest inhale. And exhale, take one more breath in through the nose. Send your breath down into your hips. And then exhale, we release back towards center. Inhale, we grow long in center. And then exhale, same other side. So letting your right hand rest on your left leg and left fingertips behind you. So you can keep your spine nice and long and your shoulders soft. You ladies look beautiful. Take a deep breath in to grow long. And breath out, left ear towards left shoulder. So we're sneaking in a little neck stretch here. This side of my neck is super stiff because I never sleep the way I should. So this is a nice little addition. Fullest, deepest inhale here. And exhale. Take another breath in through the nose. Exhale, perhaps your left ear gets even closer to your left shoulder. Perhaps it doesn't. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, we release. Make our way back to center. We're going to bring our left leg straight out in front of us. We're going to bend the right knee for our Janu Sirsasana and bring the sole of your right foot on the inside of the left leg. I like to have a block underneath of my right knee because that just makes my knees happier these days. So we're going to face our torso towards our left foot, and we're going to lean forward. So perhaps you, if you can't reach that foot comfortably, perhaps you have your strap, or perhaps you just simply reach. I'm going to show it with a strap just for funsies. I can reach, but that's okay. It's good to show it the way it's supposed to be. So take a deep breath in, grow long in the spine, and then breath out. We're draping our torso over the left leg. Perhaps you grab a hold of that strap and feel the difference that the strap makes. So for me, I get much more of a lower back stretch, and I also get much more of a left foot stretch because it helps me be able to flex more deeply into that left foot. Take a deep breath in, finding length in the spine. So try to keep from rounding in your spine. You want to try to keep your spine nice and long. And then exhale, bringing your nose even closer to your left knee. Fullest, deepest inhale here. And exhale. Take another breath in through the nose. And exhale, we release the strap, chin in towards the chest, and we rise all the way back up to a seated position. Move the strap off to the side. We're going to come into all of that on the other side. So straightening the right leg. Take a moment to bounce your knees. It's really nice to just kind of release any stuff that may have built up there. And then coming back to center, back to stillness, same other side. So drawing that left foot anywhere on the inside of the right leg. So the closer you can get that heel to the groin, the deeper the hip stretch is. My knee is not going to allow that, but that's okay. I will work with what I got. And taking a moment to make sure that your right toes are facing straight up towards the sky. So that brings a rotation into the thigh, and it creates a whole separate sensation even in your hip and your hamstring, which is where we are opening today. Grabbing a hold of your strap if you are using it. So you are wrapping that around the midsection of the arch. That's the name of that thing. The arch of your right foot. Holding on to the strap if you are using it. Take a deep breath in, grow long in the spine. Really flex into those right toes. And then exhale to lean your torso forward over your right leg. And so grabbing a hold of that strap wherever it is comfortable. Take a deep breath in. See if you can keep the length in your spine. So send your breath out through the crown of the head. And then exhale, letting your nose come down towards your right knee even further. So moving with your breath. Fullest, deepest inhale here. And exhale. Take another deep breath in through the nose. And exhale. Take one more breath in here. Really feel the expansion. Send that inhale down into your hips. And then exhale, chin in towards the chest. Release the strap. Coming all the way back up to a seated position. We're all through with our strap, so we're going to lay him off to the side. And making your way to your Dandasana staff pose, so our seated staff pose. Your feet are facing the front short edge of the mat. Bring the flesh of the bum out from underneath of you. Growing long in the spine here as you breathe in. Tailbone gently tucked up towards your belly button. Shoulders are soft. Breath out, we're going to extend the fingertips out in front of us, shoulder distance, and we're going to lay down on purpose. So making our way all the way down as slow as we can. Ah, yes. Very good. Beautiful work, ladies. And so once you're in your reclined position, you're going to have your palms on the earth by your hips. Shoulders are shrugged down your back. And you're going to raise each sits bone and bring your hands underneath of you. So essentially, your glutes are laying on the tops of your hands. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Bring your big toes to touch and point together. Breath out, fish pose. So we're shrugging the shoulders down the back and bringing the crown of the head to the earth. And the gaze comes behind us. Fullest, deepest inhale here. And exhale. Take another breath in through the nose. And exhale. Take one last breath in here. Really shrug the shoulders down the back. See if you can get the very tip top of your head to touch down with the earth. And then exhale, we release. Release the hands out from underneath of you. Bringing the soles of the feet to touch once again. Knees hang out to the sides. Let one palm rest on your belly and the other palm rest on your heart. So our Supta Baddha Konasana, our reclined butterfly pose. And if you have blocks and you would like to rest them under your knees, please feel free to do so. Tucking your chin in towards your chest and let your tailbone travel up gently towards your belly button. And breathe into what you're feeling here. And so we are going to make our way to our final Shavasana. You may stay in your Supta Baddha Konasana, your reclined butterfly pose, to explore your final resting pose, your final Shavasana. If you would like to lay flat, gently bring your knees to touch and straighten your legs nice and long. Letting your hands and feet come out nice and wide. Taking any supported reclined variation of your final Shavasana. And also, if laying flat for your final meditation time, your final quiet time doesn't work for you, you can always make your way to seated meditation. And wherever you are here, you're letting all of this work you just did melt down into the earth and just rest. Bringing your full attention to your breath. And every time your mind wanders, as it inevitably will, let your attention come right back to your natural breath pattern. Slowly beginning once again to deepen your breath. Wiggling fingers and toes, circling wrists and ankles, windshield wipering knees or feet, giving yourself a hug. All really nice, subtle ways to gently reawaken your physical body. Taking any other movements while you're still reclined that might feel good before you make your way back or up to a comfortable seated position. What a lovely way to start our day. And so once back in your comfortable seat, close your eyes down. Find length in your spine. Let your shoulders soften down your back, soften your face, neck and jaw. Bring your tongue off of the roof of your mouth. And simply notice. So notice what you're feeling. Notice how you feel versus when you came in and started an hour ago. And simply breathe in to what you notice. And bringing your palms to touch at heart center. Bow your chin in towards your chest. Deepest gratitude to your body and your breath to be able to move, breathe, and practice in this way, in this space, and with each other. Deepest gratitude to ourselves for showing up, making time for ourselves, carving this little bit of time out of our day to honor ourselves and our bodies. And bringing your thumbs to touch at your third eye center, the space in between your eyebrows. And in our shared collective offerings, we bow. Namaste. Thank you, thank you, thank you.